Let's go Oilers, let's go Oilers. Yes, indeed, let's go Oilers. Am I pumping out the content for you guys this weekend? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's talk about why we're here. Let's talk about episode 109. The Anaheim Ducks came into Edmonton this evening and decided to try and muck it up first period. I mean, I'll give the devil his due, and the devil was in the details for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks in the first period. First period was all Anaheim, all the time. I'm not even going to sugarcoat. There's no sugarcoating it. It really was all Anaheim all the time in period number one. And this is episode 109. Obviously, the Oilers won 6-0. Play La Bamba, baby. Jack Campbell gets his first shutout as an Oiler. Welcome back, Jack. So like I said, it wasn't the prettiest first period. Anaheim looked like the better team through 20. Kane took a penalty. So this is where I like the Oilers' compete level for the first period. Draisaitl got hit. He kind of got slew-footed. Penalty, okay, fine. Power play, Oilers. No, Kane's like, I'm taking no mercy on this November person. And he just wrecked the guy from behind. Like, was it necessary? No. Did it send a point? Absolutely it sent a point. It sent a message to the entire NHL. Yet again, you hit one of ours, we're coming for blood. I was okay with it. The Oilers ended up getting a power play after all that because there was a player that was third man in who actually dropped his gloves and tried to swing a few times. Now, if that's me, that should have been an easy game. What are you coming in swinging for with the gloves dropped, the guy's not waiting? It is what it is. He got the extra two. Oilers get the power play, which they do absolutely nothing on. And I mean absolutely nothing. They couldn't get anything going. It was all passes or perimeter. The stats said 2 shots on the power play. I don't even think they had 1 shot. But never fear, Hyman. Man, what a guy. Assisted by Ekholm. 1-0 Edmonton in a period where I'm going to be keeping it 100 with you guys. That first period, it should have been an Anaheim 1-2. Possibly, I'm not even exaggerating. 3-0 lead for Anaheim at the end of that first period. The Oilers are flat. And this is where I'm going to pump on Campbell's tires a little bit here. Give him a little lift me up. Campbell was excellent in that first period. He made saves that we haven't seen him make in his tenure as an Oiler. We've seen him battle like we haven't seen him battle with his tenure as an Oiler. Now, this is where the nitty-gritty down and dirty comes from. We're thinking, wow, Campbell had a really good first period. But we know the other shoe's going to drop. He's going to let in 2 or 3, right? So the Oilers are going to have to score at least 4. We move on to the second period. Like I said, Oilers were outshot heavily. They were lucky to be up 1, not down 1 or 2. Second period starts, and oh boy, something was said inside that Oiler locker room. Something was said to somebody about something because they came out like a hornet's nest. Like they came out like somebody kicked over a hornet's nest and they were all buzzing. Just a buzzing. Started out with Draisaitl's goal. Hey, backhand and la beauté. Assisted by Kane, 2-0 Edmonton. Not long after, Nurse is like, hey, I want to join in on this. So Nurse, welcome to the goal 11 of his career, which is a career high for Darnell Nurse. Darnell Nurse scores his 11th of the year, unassisted, unfortunately, so it is 3-0 Edmonton. Oh, we're not done. We are far, far from done. Obviously, still second period. Oh, this is the second period, guys. This is nuts. Again, second periods are like the Oilers' periods. Draisaitl, the Oilers get a power play, which was a little weird one. It's a power play I've never really seen called before. Delay of game. Anaheim iced the puck. Their players took longer than expected to get to the center dot. I've never seen it called in my 30 plus years of watching hockey. I've never seen this called. It gets called today. Oilers take advantage of it. Draisaitl power play goal assisted by Hyman and McDavid. That's 49 goals for Draisaitl if you're keeping count at home. And that's 149 points on the season for Draisaitl if you're keeping score at home. Anaheim takes a power play. McDavid trips a player. It's a penalty. Like, we can whine and cry and moan about the officiating all we want, but that was a penalty, and McDavid had to go to the box the first time in the game. Did the refs miss a few the other way? Absolutely, but guys, the score's 4-0 at this point. It's 4-0 for the Oilers. Little under half a period left in the second period, so a little under half the game left. We're not going to get power plays. Don't ask for them. Don't complain about them. Don't expect them unless there's a blatant, like, how you doing, I'm going to slash your finger off move. The Oilers weren't getting a power play. Better second period. They took over. Like, Oilers had a very good second period. They scored 3 goals in that period. They took over. They had pace. They had urgency. They hit. They shot. It's like I said, somebody said something to somebody said something in that locker room to get those boys going in that second period. Because once it was said, nothing else needed to be said. Third period comes around. McDavid, oh my God. This shift. This whole shift by this whole line. And I'm going to touch on the roster tonight. I have to. Because this was like, please, let this be night 1, game 1 roster. Like, please, let these be the lines, because something clicked with these lines, and I like it. I like all lines had heart, all lines had hustle, all lines could score. I liked these lines. I don't, maybe because it was against Anaheim, but I don't buy that. I think if you keep these lines together for the remainder of the year, moving into playoffs, this line setup, I don't think can be beatable. I'm going to say for a full minute and a half, maybe minute and 10 seconds, the Oilers had the puck sustained in the Anaheim zone with McDavid, Hopkins, and the winger was Hyman. McDavid, Hopkins, Hyman. The HMH line, or the HHM line, or whatever you want to call it, the Hopkins, Hyman, McDavid line. Line number 1, playoffs. Line number 2, playoffs. Draisaitl, Kane, and Yamamoto. I drew a blank right there. Draisaitl, Kane, Yamamoto. That's another good line. Line number 3 tonight was Bukestad, Janmark, and Fogle. I'd switch Fogle with Kostin or Fogle with Janmark, me personally. But line 3 worked, and line 4 was obviously Ryan, Shore, and Kostin tonight. Like I said, I would have flipped the other 2. But, wow, what a, like, up and down the roster, they were good tonight. But let's get back into the goals. I'm totally sidetracked here. Oilers get a PIM again. Nurse gets a penalty. He can't do it. Just can't do it. Let's stop being idiots, right? No goal was scored. Fogle takes a penalty. Come on, guys. The refs are looking. All right, the refs are looking. Like, the refs are looking. Like, let's not all be dum-dums out there. The refs are looking for you guys, because you guys are up by 5-0 at this point. Third period is half over. You've got to play better. No more stick infractions. Didn't seem to matter, though. No matter how many power plays you gave Anaheim, it didn't matter. It was this guy's night, and there's nothing you can do, nothing you can say. Leon Draisaitl gets his 50th goal of the season, the 3rd time in his career he's done it. Career high 150 points. Oh, by the way, it was a shorthanded goal too. Shorthanded hat trick. The SHHT, shall we call it? Assisted by Ekholm. 6-0 Oilers. Oilers get a late power play, and I'm upset that the Oilers got that power play. I'm 100 on this. You guys know I harp on the refs when they do dumb shit against the Oilers. You guys know I harp on the refs when they're bad against the Oilers. I harp on the refs when they do things for the Oilers as well. Oilers win. Like, honestly, Oilers win, right? Like, and it's because of this guy, Campbell. But I'm harping on the ref for this because there's like 59 seconds left to go in the game. Costin kind of was leaning back, using his weight to protect the puck. Kind of slipped on his own weight, like he was expecting the player to hold him up, like he was leaning on the player. Player kind of stopped skating, and Costin fell down. Penalty, I guess. I wouldn't have called it a penalty, but again, first shutout as an Oiler. Campbell, you, my guy, you faced 36 shots and let in 0 goals. 36 shots, 36 saves. Oilers took 45 shots at the combined goaltending of Dorsal and Gibson. Gibson started the game. Dorsal came in, replaced him in the third period. Oilers went 1 for 3 on the power play. Anaheim went 0 for 3 on the power play. Again, Draisaitl 50 goals, 150 points. Nurse career high, 11 goals. Campbell's first shutout as an Oiler. Oh, by the way, the Oilers have clinched a playoff spot on April 1st. April 1st, 2023, the Oilers have clinched a playoff spot. They are still 2 points behind the Vegas Golden Knights, who won tonight as well. LA won tonight as well. So let's get a breakdown of the standings. Vegas is still in first place, 101 points. Oilers are in second place with 99 points. And LA is in third place with 98 points. So it's a tight race for first place in the Pacific Division. Oilers on a 4-game heater. We have a game in LA on Tuesday on April 4th. Until then, comment, like, subscribe. Go check out our previous video, the March review, the April preview. Both those will be listed after the video. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. Have a good night.